Okay.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna share my screen here. Um, Here. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Beautiful. I'm gonna put it in full screen here. Okay, present. Okay, so I call this event Improve Your Focus by Improving Your Self-Care.
Mhm.
Because throughout my life, I used to have a lot of problems with focus. And when I started improving my self-care, my focus started improving. And the reason why is gonna happen. But before I want to share my goals with this presentation and this call we have, my goal is to make it so you love it and talk about it to everyone you know. Because I do believe that the more people will engage with that kind of work, the better it will be for the rest of the world. And I also want you to have measurable results and get motivated to do more, because when we do something and we have results that we can measure, we tend to wanting to do more. Like if you start doing whatever activity you love and you realize that something is coming out of it, if you plant seeds and you see that the tomato you wanted to grow start growing, you're more likely to cultivate more of these tomatoes. And what I want is for you to just love my work, so you ask more of it. Because like any humans, I deeply want to feel loved and appreciated. And I can't be more happy to be appreciated for what I want to offer to the world. When I'm doing hypnosis, when I'm sharing my gift with people, I just feel so good. So my desire is to make it the best for you. So you just ask me to do more of it.
Mhm.
That's why my best interest is to make the best experience for you. So if at any moment you want to say something or there is something that could be better for you, just let me know so I can improve it and I can live my purpose even better. So here is a table of contents of this short presentation that is leading us to the soul journey. We start with talking about the results that this soul journey can bring to you, because we want to focus our intention into the direction that you want to take. Then we're going to talk about how it works, a few words of myself. I'm going to talk about a tracking tool that I've created to improve our lives that is free as well. I'm going to share about my free event calendar, because next month there's going to be a lot of events that I'm doing for free, because what I want is to create a community of people who are helpful and who want to grow together. And that's why I'm making a lot of regular free events. So you'll be able to join Harmony. Harmony is my program, but it's also my free Facebook group where you'll be able to attend all the free events. Then there's going to be a Q&A, because what I want to know is how I can help you the most. And then we'll do the soul journey. All of that should be done in probably 1 hour. If you ask me more questions, it's going to take more time. But generally in 1 hour we can do. The whole first part here should be taking 10 to 20 minutes. And most of the work is going to be doing during the soul journey. So let's get started. But before we dive in, I want you to ask if you're satisfied with your current level of focus. And you can type in the chat your level of satisfaction. 1, being a very poor focus, like a goldfish. After 10 seconds, you forgot what happened. And 10 would be the focus of an ex-Navy SEAL turning into a NASA pilot. And I'm using that example because it's a real example. One of the person that has the best focus in the world is an ex-Navy SEAL who became a NASA pilot. So you can put into the chat a number from 1 to 10. So I have an idea of where you are. And the goal will be to raise that level from at least 3 points. Unless you are number 10, we're going to just break the records, right? Okay, let me see that. A 4. Okay, we're going to reach a 7. So the result. Before doing all of the things I'm doing, and I'm talking about the result of myself first, because what I'm teaching in general and what I want people to do are things that I've done myself and that work. I would not advise you to do something that doesn't work for me, or I would help you find out something that works for you if what I do doesn't work for you. So I used to be very clumsy. I used to just break things all the time. And the thing that happened not long ago is that I broke a bowl. And I started laughing because I realized that before I would break something all the time. I would be so clumsy, it would just be part of my identity. And today, as I broke something this year, I just remember that I'm not clumsy anymore. I used to be dependent on 5 different drugs. I used to take cocaine every morning. I used to smoke. I used to drink. I used to do all the worst thing that you could imagine. I had very low self-esteem. I had a huge social anxiety, and I was suffering from ADHD, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And all of that changed. I become more precise, having more clarity into my thinking. I got free from drugs, being able to last few days without eating, without consuming anything, really understanding how my body works and bringing it to a better state. I started cultivating self-love daily. In fact, when I started working a few years ago as a coach, my first online course was called the Love Garden. It was a 6-week training on how to cultivate love. And cultivating love is one of the key factors into improving your lives. I became very good at public speaking and making live workshops. In 2020, I remember I had to do a 5-minute presentation in front of a group of 8 people that I knew. I had a training for a whole week with them, and at the end of the week, I had to do a presentation in front of them. And I remember going in front on the stage in front of everybody, and I started sweating so much that I had to sit down in order to be able to just feel good. And in the last few years, I've been doing live events with over 30 people in front of me, and I would be taking them into an amazing journey. And another thing that I'm very proud of is that I'm meditating a lot. I'm meditating on average 1 hour a day. And this year only, so far as we are in July, I've done 250 hours of silent meditation. So that's really proving that the ADHD, that the problem of hyperactivity and trouble of focus that I used to have is gone. And now I'm able to really harness my power to be just focused on myself. And that worked for me, but it worked for so many people. As you can see here, as a lot of screenshots of the people I've worked with. And I want you to be one of these people. I want you after this call to just send me a message saying, hey, it worked for me. And if it doesn't work, I'm okay with that. But my goal is really for you to just get the most of this call that we have right now. So how it works? It's very simple. The quality of your life is directly connected to the quality of your attention. Because the more you can pay attention to the cause of your suffering, the easiest is to find a permanent solution. It's very simple. Most people are just so much in their speed, doing things, and never connecting with what's really happening in their body, in their mind, in their soul. And they're not paying attention to what's not happening well in their life. They're just paying attention to the result they want. They think like, oh, I want this, I want that, and that's gonna make me feel good. Which happens, when I used to take drugs, I was focused on having more drugs because the drugs were making me feel good. But at one point, I needed so much drugs that it was not possible. So paying attention to yourself, that's how you have a better life. And that's how you have better focus, because distraction is when you're not paying attention to a part of yourself, and that part of yourself is distracting you. So the question is, how do you feel pain without feeling overwhelmed or wanting to escape it? That's what happens when people are taking drugs or numbing themselves in other ways. They're trying to escape the pain, or they're trying to reduce the pain in order to cope with it. But there's a better way. It's to be guided by someone into a state of relaxation, allowing you to take distance from the pain and approach it with a manageable pain ratio. And that's a little bit like when you do stretching or receive a massage, do yoga. You go into the muscular tension. You feel that you have pain somewhere, and you start stretching. And at one point when it's too much pain, you stop. And then you go a little bit back. And the more you start stretching, the less pain there will be, and the more flexible you will be. And that is the same thing with hypnosis. we're not talking about a physical pain, but we're going into the mental pain, emotional pain. And what we're doing is just to stretch a little bit. And at the moment it starts being painful, we stop and we observe and say, okay, is it safe to make one step forward and to feel more of that pain? And the same way as when you're doing some stretching or some massage, over time, by pushing and pulling, you get to end the tension. So what's very important for you to receive the best from that experience? And if you're here, there is a reason. The reason is that you want to receive the best from that experience. And to receive the best from that experience, you just need to be here and pay attention. Because I've been trained to use my words and also to use the tone of my words and the gesture and everything in order to signal to your nervous system that it's okay to let go. And I've also been working a lot for all the hours of meditation, for all the retreats I've been to raise my vibration and to attune myself to a vibration that is filled with more love. And so one of the things you can do very simply is to attune yourself to my vibration. And that just works by listening to my voice and by being present, by feeling what I'm feeling and by matching that vibration. And then when you go into trance, you can just surrender to your higher self. Because what we're gonna do is disconnect from the ego and from the body to meet the higher self, which has access to so much more information. And we're just gonna gather that information and teach you, get that wisdom to evolve. One thing that you need to do is allow the experience. Because if you're resisting the experience, it's not gonna happen as well. So you need to set a clear intention and just allow whatever is the best to come to you. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, everything is fine then. So who is Asha? Well, obviously that's me. That's the guy on the picture, just a different haircut. And I used to wake up every morning and take cocaine, and I did that for 10 years. For 10 years, I would wake up, take cocaine, then smoke some weed, then drink some alcohol, drink my coffee, take my bath, and I would do that every day. Go to sleep at 5 a.m. I would take a lot of drugs to calm myself and to get energy. I would play video games to escape and try to have a life, and would do a lot of sport without knowing what I would do. And I replaced that with healthier activities like meditation. Instead of going to sleep at 5 a.m., I would wake up at 5 a.m. Instead of doing weed, I would do hypnosis. Instead of playing video game, I would just go on adventures. And I would do still a lot of sport, but I would add yoga to have more balance. And these are very simple change, but there are tremendous effects into your life. And I'm saying that because I've been very deep into bad habits. And over time, over constant improvement, I've allowed myself to really change my life in being able to master myself. As you can see on the picture on my ice bath, and that's also something that I really push myself through in order to be able to really have a self-mastery. And that is leading me to share with you the tracking tool that I want you to use. And you don't have to, but me personally, it helped me to re-understand what is my life and how I can improve it. Because when I was addicted to cocaine, it was very evident that the problem was the drug. But today, as I'm not consuming drugs on a daily basis and I'm not doing all these things that are obviously bad, it's a bit harder. So I've created a tracking sheet on Google Sheet where I'm putting everything I'm doing. So here you can see on the first slide, there's numbers for the time I'm waking up, going to sleep, how I would sleep. And then I'm putting colors. So like this, I can copy and paste it and only keep the colors on the next month, which is allowing me to have kind of like tracking on how I'm improving myself. And my goal is to have as much green as I can in order to see an evolution. And I'm gonna put the, I'm going to put the link for this document in the chat so you can use it, because I want you to start using it. You don't have to, but I'm sharing here in the chat tutorial and the link for the document. It's totally free. It's for you to use if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I just created that. It's been so helpful in my life that I really felt like more people should use that. Because it's easy
I
to
will check it out later.
Sorry, what you saying?
I will check it out later.
Yeah, sure. So it's easy to use, it's customizable. You can improve various aspects of your life. You can see changes in weeks and in months, bigger changes. And frankly, it gives you a sense of control of your life. That is the thing that I love the most, because so many times I've been having moments I would slip off from my good habits and slipping up into my bad habits. And with this tracking sheet, I've really learned that some of the things that I'm doing are creating a lack of balance. And by doing that, I know what are the events that I can control and what are the events that I cannot control. Because of course, if your house is on fire, you'll have more stress and you're more likely to fall back into a bad habit. But if you do something repeatedly that is creating some imbalance, you can control that. So that's why I want people to use that, because it's a very easy and amazing tool to gain control over your life. So this is the timeline of events that are coming in my Facebook group. And all of these events that you can see are free. There's not much details, but we're here the 21st. Tomorrow, there's going to be a guest interview, because I'm very often having guests that are doing interview or workshop. I also have workshops. I'm offering free hypnosis. We have like group calls, and next month is the same thing. And on the 4th of next month, there's going to be a free challenge that's going to be in a group chat that I also want to invite anyone to join. It's your time to shine, Okay. So I want a little words about my Facebook group, Harmonious Abundance. And I decided to do it because I noticed that, like me, many people are trying to get success rather than find fulfillment. And so the difference between success and fulfillment is very simple. Success is assigned, it's a copy-paste method, it's looking for external approbation, and it's an endless race. It's trying to do what others do to receive the same attention as them. As of fulfillment, it's an art form. It's a self-discovery, it's internal approbation, and it's enjoying the phone. Fulfillment is really asking yourself, what makes me feel happy, rather than trying to be happy like others. And I believe that when we do that, we become harmonious and we live in abundance. That's why my group is called Harmonious Abundance.
Makes sense.
So if you are doing coffee every day, you have discipline over meditation, you're doing late nights of work, you have long work periods, you don't have fun, and you're working from stress, well, that's who I was before. And that's what I wanted to stop. So if you're that kind of person, please feel free to join. Yeah, that's what you're gonna get. Natural energy, more meditation, more emotional regulation, healthy schedule, knowing your why. Oh, hey, Ezina. And making time for yourself.
Meditation is non-negotiable for me every day.
Yeah. So I'm gonna also share the link for the group in the chat if you haven't joined it. Great. And I'm going back to sharing the screen. So by joining the group, you'll have free monthly interview, free workshop, free group chat, and a lot of helpful content. So I invite you to join the group and get all of that.
Okay.
And any questions so far? I know, Edzina, you just joined, so you might not have as much questions. We had
No,
a very
not
like,
really.
we're doing a brief intro here, but we're gonna jump onto the hypnosis pretty soon. So if you want to work with me, I also have some one-on-one and group support, and you can have a free call with me. I'll leave a link for that later as well. So now it's time for you to start going in and ask yourself, what do you need today? What are your blocks? How do you want to improve your life? And are you having fun? Because today we're going to do a soul journey to connect with your soul and to understand what are the best things for you. Because very often my clients come with ideas of like, oh, I need to make more money, or I need to have more clients, I need to have more results, because they feel bad inside of themselves. And they want what other people want or have. And that's where I want to make a change here and ask yourself, what do you truly need? Do you need something because you want to shine like someone else? Or do you want something that's going to make you shine in a unique way? So now I want you to ask yourself this question. And if you feel like sharing them, just feel free to say it out loud or just type it in the chat. So I have a better idea of what I can do during the hypnosis session that's going to be just after this.
Okay.
Yes, Laura.
You're asking me what do I need, what my blocks are?
Yes, exactly. Do you have an idea about this?
Need I need income.
You need income. Okay. And what is the feeling that is connected to that lack of income?
I'm very uptight, very I try not to worry because I know it's going to work out. I just don't know how. And I have been trying to see on the spot like this is not easy for me to do.
Okay. Well,
Trying to put, especially early in the morning.
okay, no worries. You don't have to. Well, you know, like,
I
yes.
I just it, because of something that happened to me 40 years ago, I have a hard time sometimes putting what I want to say, putting the right words together
Okay.
to express myself.
Okay. Well, I want to say that self-expression is a very big thing in order to be able to receive what we want. Because if we're not able to
Yeah,
express ourselves, we cannot ask for what we want. So it might be a big block for you to not be able to express your needs in order to get them filled by others.
yeah.
Okay. And I see that we have an answer in the chat, which is also about having better work relationship, better results, and some money as well. So we're gonna touch onto abundance today, and I do believe abundance is reconnecting into love, because loving ourselves is a way of doing the things that will make us feel better. And in my experience, having a lot of money has always brought me a lot of joy and abundance, because when I've been having money so much that I could stop working, I had moments in my life where I could stop working for a few years. And all of that money allowing me to travel, to meet people, to go to retreats was really helping me to feel good and to love myself. And I do believe that money is a tool for loving ourselves. So we're going to be working on that and raising our self-esteem, but also allowing whatever higher energy that are here, that's going to be present here within yourself, higher wisdom, to help you understand and release today what it is. Because what I really want here is you to be empowered by the knowledge that within yourself, there is a higher power that is here for you. So we're gonna start to do the hypnosis now. If you guys are ready, in a few moments, we'll do a nice journey to meet your soul, to meet higher parts of yourself that are there looking up to you. And sometimes we can call guardian angels, or we can call them the universe, we can call them God. The way we call them is not so important right now. What is important is to be open to the idea that they're here to help us. So ladies, I want you to make yourself very comfortable. You can be either lie down or sit up. But if you're sitting up, I would recommend you to have something to support your head, because the goal here is to listen to that higher wisdom. And that higher wisdom needs a lot of attention from you to be heard. You need to make a lot of silence. And your mind and your body, that require even more attention than anything else, are usually taking a lot of your attention. And it's known that your eyes are taking up to 90% of your brain power. So if you're well seated or lying down in a comfortable position, and make all the necessary movement to really be in a fully comfortable state, I'd really invite you right now to close your eyes and shift your focus fully onto my voice. And not only my voice, but also the silence that is between the words that I'm saying. And I'm carefully putting a lot of space between those words, because that's a very good way to suspend the mind. Because as you're paying attention to my words, there's a part of you that wants to know what would be the next word. This creating a higher level of awareness and focus on my words. And that is a very important stage, because as I mentioned before during this presentation, the quality of your life is directly influenced by the quality of your attention. And so what I want you to do right now is to realize that if you can pay attention to my words, you'll be able to pay attention to the silence within yourself. And once you can and understand how to pay attention to the silence that's within yourself, you'll be able to listen carefully to the higher wisdom that knows everything about you, that knows all the futures that are possible for you. But more than that, that exactly knows what you have to do and how you have to behave in order to live in the best possible future. Because yes, there are millions of futures you can live. Every day, at each moment, the decisions you make are bringing you to a different future. But there are some in which you're finding more joy, more happiness, and more abundance. And what we want to do today is for you to receive guidance, crucial information on how you should feel and behave in order to reach that future in which you have everything you want. So now I want you to take a deep breath. And really feel yourself being so relaxed in your body. Knowing that your body right now doesn't require attention. Because your body requires attention when you need to be active. When you want to get a glass of water. When you want to go to the bathroom. That's when your body needs attention. But right now, as you decided to be here, having this experience with me, you acknowledge that for the coming 20 to 30 minutes, you won't need to go to the bathroom or get a glass of water. But actually, you decided that you had the time to dedicate it to yourself, which in a sense is really the proof that you know how to take care of yourself, that you know how to love yourself. So even before we have started to improve the relationship you have with yourself, you can acknowledge that by being here, you did something that was good for yourself. And actually, having a good life really takes down to doing more of what's good for you and less of what's not good for you. So already here, without having access to a higher wisdom, you can realize that just the wisdom that you have is enough to get you somewhere better. But today, we're going to increase the quality of the wisdom that you're receiving by removing your ego from the way. And by sinking down into a deeper state of trance. A state of trance is something that's very familiar to you. It's something that you already experience. Because when you're going to sleep, you're drifting away into a deeper state of trance. And so you can just remember the sensation that's happening when you're drifting to sleep. And what's interesting is that when you allow yourself to remember the sensation that's happening when you're drifting to a state of sleep or even a state of trance, you are creating a sense of safety within yourself. Because as natural as your body is, your body wouldn't allow you to fall asleep if there was a danger present. Your body has wisdom, and that wisdom allows you to feel safe when you're going to sleep. And what we want to do today is put some awareness on the transition between your state of awakeness and your trance state in a safe and simple way. Because what we want you to be able to do is to access that higher inner wisdom at your own will. Because it's there at your reach of your mind. It's there for you. So as you're feeling safer and more relaxed and starting to realize that you indeed have a transcendental experience right now, an experience that's going to be very pleasurable and enjoyable, because each and every time you will hear the sound of my voice, you will remember that my goal is to create a such pleasurable and beneficial experience that it motivates you to have more of it. Because my goal is for you to be satisfied and share that satisfaction with others, so they can too have a pleasurable and beneficial experience. And so as you're feeling that you're letting go all the tensions in your body, really letting them melt away, allowing you to be even more relaxed in a state of total surrender, surrendering to the pleasure that my words are bringing into your awareness. And as you realize that my instructions are allowing you to feel better, more relaxed, and letting go of all the unnecessary tension, you realize that you can follow my instructions word by word and let go of all the unnecessary control your mind is producing. Because let's be honest, if you are here, it's because part of you, part of your ego, is creating a huge amount of control. A control that is creating pain in your life. At one point, it was necessary for you to survive. And that is true and that is right. But today you realize that that level of control from your ego is not necessary. And so you came here to put it on the side, to let go, to feel yourself empowered by your own power. And so as you're listening to the sound of my voice, you realize that the breakthrough that you're looking for is just happening now. That in this moment, you're taking enough distance from the pain so you can let go of the control. And as you're feeling that you're becoming ready, you're allowing yourself to go even deeper. And just so you know how deep we're gonna go, we'll say that this level of deepness of trance is the level 1. And we'll go until the level 5, 4 times deeper than you already are. But not quite yet. Before we go there, we're gonna make an agreement that you'll only go to the level 5 of trance if and only if it will bring you a breakthrough that you will be able to feel when you come back. But for that breakthrough to happen, what we need is for you to feel ready to let go. And that you know that at the level 5 of trance, you'll be so deep and so relaxed and so detached from your emotions, so detached from your ego, so detached from who you think you are, that the breakthrough will happen by itself. And so as you know what we need to do, and as you know what you need to do to get to the level 1, and you know that going to level 5 is as simple as going to the level 1, just repeating the same action over and over. You know that letting go of whatever is preventing you from feeling your full self is just as easy as listening to my instruction, to the sound of my words, and applying all the instructions that I am sharing word by word, as long as they feel beneficial to you. And as long as they feel beneficial to you, you are attuning yourself to an energy of letting go. You are allowing yourself to go down deeper from the level 1 to the level 2 and feeling even better, so much more pleasure. And you know that you're going deeper because the deeper you go, the more pleasurable the experience. And the more pleasurable the experience, the deeper you want to go. And the deeper you are going, the more you're letting go. And the more you are letting go, the easier it is to let go. And so, what you want to do is to have more pleasure and let go even more and surrender. Surrender to that pleasurable experience, that feeling of letting go, because You always wanted to do so. You always wanted to let go. You just didn't know you could. And now as you're letting go, you're feeling so much more better. You're feeling so much more deeper. And you're feeling that you already crossed the mark of the level 2 of trance. And now you're going to the level 3 of trance as fast as you can and as gently as you can. And you're feeling better. You're feeling like you're sinking down deeper and better, easier than before, better than before. And you are arriving to the level 4 of trance. So easily, it's already happening that you are the level 5 of trance. And as you are arriving to the level 5 of trance, a very profound energy coming from the cosmic waves, an energy that is so beautiful, that is so strong, yet so gentle, that's making you let go of everything. It feels so much pleasure, so much love, and that energy is so good. You always wanted to feel it again. The energy feels so good that all the pain, all the suffering that you've ever felt is just melting away. And you know that all you have to do is just to get used to that higher level of positive energy. You can feel it, it's tingling in your body. And the more it's tingling, the more it's helping you attune to that higher level of energy. And you can feel that waves of cosmic energy are coming within your body. And these waves of cosmic energy are just raising your vibration. And the more you're raising your vibration, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you're surrendering. And the more you're surrendering, the easier you're letting go. And the more you're letting go, the more breakthrough are happening. And you don't know how many breakthroughs will be happening, but you feel that it's not just one breakthrough that's happening, but several breakthroughs are happening, one after the other. And you feel better and better. It's like all the density, all the pain, all the suffering that you are ready to let go is just letting go, and you're starting to get used to that feeling of letting go. You start to understand that you can produce that feeling of letting go whenever you want to. And so right now you realize that you want to allow that feeling of letting go to happen. And you're feeling shifts in your body. You're feeling that this energy is not just acting on an emotional level, but also on a physical level. You start feeling that the whole physiology of your body is changing. Your whole body is being taken over by this energy. You feel that tensions, pain, toxicity that was within your body is being removed like magic. You understand that magic has a tremendous effect into your life. You are just not connecting to it. But now that you're connecting to that magic, you realize that it is part of you, it is within you. You can make it happen. You are allowing it to happen, and that is the magic of it. The more you are allowing that magic to happen, the more it is happening. And my role right now is just to keep you into a state of relaxation, of surrender, so you allow the magic to happen. Because when the magic is allowed to happen, magic is happening. And that's all you need to know. And that's all you need to do is just to surrender to the feeling of magic and allow it to feel good. Allow yourself to attune yourself to this feeling good energy, knowing that the more you allow yourself to feel good, the more feeling good events will manifest, because you know it. You know that the world around you is responding to where you feel. And the more you feel good, the more events that make you feel good will happen. And you know that. So just right now, enjoy that feeling that makes you feel so good, so beautiful. Allow yourself to feel that abundance is a feel good emotion. And the more you feel good, the more abundant you will be, no matter what you do, no matter what you want to do. Feeling good will make you abundant, and that's all you need to know. So now, feel the path of abundance. Feel the path of love unfolding into your life. Let yourself be aware of what's blocking you to be abundant, to be self-loving, and to share that love with more people. And just let yourself melt these blocks, knowing that you can go around them. You don't have to fight these blocks. The same way as water flows around a rock. Water is not trying to push away the rocks in the river. Water is just flowing around. So feel yourself flowing around the blocks. Feel yourself flowing around to the vastness of abundance, and allow yourself to flow towards the abundance, the love, and all the feel good that you want. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and start looking at everything you can see with that feeling of love and abundance and joy that you want to feel. Start realizing that all you have to do is to bring that feeling towards yourself, and open your eyes so you can look at what used to be your environment and look at it with a different emotion and see the way out. And that's all you have to do. Just remain that emotion. Hey Laura, are you still with me?
Yep, I am.
Good. I hope you had a good experience.
Yes, it did.
So
Still
as I
processing.
sorry?
I'm processing.
Yeah, just allow it to happen. I'm just gonna give you here some tips for aftercare. So there's 3 tips I want to give to people for aftercare, which is to take some time off. And today is Sunday, is the morning for you, so take some time off for yourself. Just like be gentle. The other things to do is to have movement, whatever kind of milk. The minimum would be to have a walk for like 30 minutes. The best would be to dance or have some yoga, because these are way to really go into the tensions. Because after the work we do, it's allowing you to release the tension. Because maybe you don't know, but when we feel tension in the body, it's because there's an idea that is blocking the flow of energy. And this idea is sending the same message to the body of like tense that muscle, tense that part of the body. And so what we're doing with this kind of experience is to open the mind to release all the ideas. And once that is done, you have the ability to work on your body so it doesn't come back. And the last thing that I would say is to talk to nice people. Talk to people who are positive, that have nice emotions, so you can share that and reinforce it. And you can also bring some light to other people. Right? Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay. I will put the link for my calendar in the in the chat, you can have a free call one-on-one with me, kind of like the same as this one, but this one would be more to connect with you and to create a set of routines that are just tailored for you. Because
Okay.
as you said, I have a lot of things I want to share with people, but these are things that work for me. And I'm very strong believer that we all are different, even though we all are
Yeah.
humans. And some things might work for some people and some things might not work for other people. And that is also because the level of our nervous system is the level of what works for us. So I really want to give tailored work for everybody. And you can have a free call with me here in the link in the group chat. So you can schedule it. And
Can I ask if you could put that in our messenger chat?
yes,
Put some of these things in our messenger chat.
yes, of
because-
course.
Yeah.
And well, the last gift I have here for you, I will also send to you in the messenger chat, is a hypnosis for full body relaxation. It's very efficient in general for people who have trouble sleeping or who are being stressed in the life. It's also hypnosis that I am using personally when I have a headache. Whatever the cause of the headache, I realize that it tends to work. Even though I had some hangover, I would do that full body relaxation and I would stop having the hangover. So I do believe that any kind of pain we have, whether it's a headache, whatever is a sickness, coming from tension in the body. And when we allow ourselves to release the tension in the body, we're allowing ourselves to be more healthy. So I created this hypnosis. It's 20 minutes and it allows people to be very relaxed in their body.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I will send that in the messenger.
Thank you.
Where are you? Yeah, here. I sent it to the messenger. No, why is it not working? And do you have any more questions? Do you have any special requests? Do you have something to say about the call we had today?
Can you put your group in our messenger chat as well?
Yeah, I will do this for sure.
Okay, thank you. And I would like to invite you. I had been resistant for a long time in starting my own free group, but I did this past week. And I'd like to invite you to be a part of that group as well.
I would be very happy to join. If you can also send me the link in the messenger chat so I can join it,
Yes.
it would be just perfect.
Yeah. I will.
Well, then if you don't have any more requests or questions, I will end this call. And there's going to be a replay available. So if you want, I can send it to you so you can also redo that same hypnosis. Or as I said, we have a free call together, so we can do it there.
Okay.
Good?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, have an amazing Sunday then. And have some
You
good time with
too.
your daughters as well.
Oh, I don't see them today, but yes.
Okay. Well, bye then.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.